All right, so today we're gonna do a deep dive into this blog
Right.
called The Border of a Mind. And it's by this guy named Ajmal.
Interesting.
And it's kind of like a virtual sketchbook for him,
Okay.
all about curiosity and wonder. And he's got thoughts and art and visuals,
Wow.
reflections, all coming together in one place.
Cool.
And we're gonna zero in on longing today.
Okay.
Specifically, his post, Longing Isn't Bound by Rules.
Oh, that sounds deep.
Yeah, have you ever felt like pulled towards something, like a magnet almost?
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's longing. And Archibald's saying it's not like a rule book thing.
Right.
It could be a memory or a person or even something you've never had.
Huh, interesting.
It's pretty wild.
So what kinds of longing does he talk about?
Well, it's really fascinating. He gets into all these different forms it can take,
Like what?
like longing for specific moments or feelings,
Okay.
places you've been or dream of going,
Yeah.
even past versions of yourself.
Oh, wow.
It's like longing ties us to the past and present and future all at once.
I can see that.
It really makes you think.
Yeah, it does.
And he also talks about longing for connections,
Oh, yeah.
like relationships with people,
Mhm.
a sense of belonging, even a deeper connection with yourself.
Right.
And then there's this idea of longing for things that never were.
Things that never were.
Yeah, like experiences you never had,
Oh, okay.
things that never belonged to you.
Wow. That's really interesting. What do you think is behind that kind of longing?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it might be this human desire for something more.
More.
Yeah, something beyond what we have right now.
Okay.
Like we imagine possibilities and make up stories in our heads,
Right.
and then we start longing for those stories.
Makes sense.
Like yearning for a different life or a different version of ourselves.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's deep stuff.
It is.
But Ajmal points out that longing can be bittersweet.
Bittersweet. How so?
Well, especially when the reality doesn't match the memory.
Oh, yeah, I've totally been there.
Me too. You build something up in your mind, and then it's not the same.
Yeah, totally.
Or like the anticipation makes the present feel disappointing.
Yeah, it's like our memories get all idealized. Yeah.
And then the present just can't compare.
Right.
So that's the bitter part.
I get it.
But the sweet part, I think, is the journey itself.
The journey.
Yeah, the remembering the anticipation, the longing.
I like that.
It's all part of it.
It is.
But it's interesting you mentioned the sweetness of the journey,
Yeah. Why?
because Ajmal also talks about longing as a catalyst
A catalyst for what?
for growth and creativity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he doesn't see it as a bad thing.
That's cool.
He says longing can make us seek new experiences,
Uh-huh.
reconnect with people we've lost touch with,
Right.
even strive to be better people.
I can see that.
It's like a driving force pushing us forward.
Powerful stuff.
It is.
So it's not all bad.
Definitely not.
Okay.
And on the creative side, I can see how that,
Ache of longing.
that yearning could fuel art. Yeah, like music writing, painting,
Oh, yeah.
all ways to channel that feeling into something real.
I get it.
Like longing gives you raw material to work with,
Interesting.
emotional energy that becomes something beautiful.
That's a good point.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
So longing is this complex emotion that's point of being human.
Yeah.
It can be bittersweet, but it can also inspire us and help us grow.
Totally.
And if you want to explore these ideas more, you should check out Ajmal's blog.
What's it called again?
It's theborderofamand.com.
Okay.
He shares his unique perspective on longing and other thought-provoking topics
Cool.
through writing art and visuals.
Sounds like a great resource.
It is.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question.
Okay, sure.
What are you longing for right now? And how could that longing guide your next steps?
Wow.
Maybe it's time to embrace that yearning.
Yeah,
Explore it and see where it takes you.
that's a great thought.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time, bye-bye.